All right, welcome to the Brink of Sanity, episode 24. I'm Jay, and no Bry.
No Brian today.
Bry is not here. Bry had to, I don't know, Bry was busy, and show's also late. So, no Bry.
It's only by a day, though. Not that bad.
That's all right. We got Leon.
Hello.
And we got Lauren.
Hello.
So now you get two co-hosts, so it was worth the extra wait.
Of course. Listen, we're going to have some good times today.
We are. We got a bunch of stories. We got the continuation of the scamming the scammers. We started that yesterday, last week. We got some other funny stories about the weekend. There was a party here. We got some funny stories about that. Leon had an experience a few months ago. We'll be
We'll be unfortunately reliving it. I think I still have nightmares.
Blow by
about
blow,
Jay.
no pun
Thanks.
intended.
Oh, foreshadowing, folks. Foreshadowing.
And a bunch of other shit.
And just Lauren being Lauren over here.
Yep, that's what I do. Laughter.
Just chilling, being Lauren. Actually, our second female co-host.
Wow,
yeah.
second. Who was first?
Randy.
Randy.
I don't know if I like that, being second to Randy.
Dude.
Well,
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, it did take you 22 episodes to actually come on the show.
24.
I'll be
No, sorry,
better. I'll be better
24.
than Randy. I promise you that.
All
The
right.
bar has been raised, my friends. The bar has been
The
raised.
gauntlet has been thrown.
Indeed.
So what do you guys want to get started with?
Anyways, but thank you for having us.
Yes.
Right.
We appreciate being here. We're sitting here in Jay's
Studio.
his apartment in Brooklyn, having some good cocktails and getting ready to give you guys hopefully some entertainment. So,
Oh, for those of you guys that have been wondering, the computer is sitting in my room, so the video podcast will start in about 2
And
weeks.
it's pretty sweet. It's pretty nice. I can tell you that. I'm looking at it right now.
I know, I'm dying to hook this thing up.
Purdy.
So, I got to mess around with it next week and learn how to use it. But starting the week after, nothing but video podcasts. And so I guess we'll just...
So what's
Yeah.
Jason? If I may ask you a question as a guest on your show,
Yes,
what
sir.
are the topics that we will be discussing this fine evening?
We got plenty of stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. The stuff we mentioned like a minute ago. The
Did I miss that?
yeah.
I think you missed that. I think you missed it.
You don't listen when I
Must
talk.
be
That's
the
all right.
must be the
Let's
rum.
start it off. What's the first topic for tonight?
4th of July.
Nice.
Okay.
I missed it. I want to hear all about it, so I'll let you guys. do
But
your
I'm
thing.
sure you also had your own 4th of July, only because you weren't in Jay's fabulous Brooklyn studio.
That's true, but I'm a little jealous. So, and I'll
you
let
actually-
you guys
you
tell
were
them
here.
why. Yeah.
We had a little extravatacular party.
Spectacular.
Mhm.
Am I going to see that in the dictionary next year?
I hope so.
Oh,
I hope so. Actually, the party was the day after 4th of July. On the
Yes.
4th of July, this is pretty funny. Me, the doc, and Alex were decided to go to a bar around midnight, and we walked out of the apartment, and there's a girl walking about 20 feet away from us in our direction, panties around the ankles,
Heyo.
nothing else on her bottoms. Like, I don't know where the shorts went, where the pants
Wait,
went.
it was full badge? View?
Yeah, and she had a Brazilian going.
Very nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
I like the
God.
Brazilians.
I was like, guys, we should go back in because we're not going to top that. Nothing else that happens tonight.
Wait, can I
beat that.
just ask you a follow-up question?
Yeah.
So she had nothing below the belt.
Correct. The panties were around the ankles.
She had her top on, though.
She had like a t-shirt on. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody
Did she look
put a
like
mean
super
joke on her.
wasted,
She was super wasted. She was kind of stumbling. There was a guy and a girl with her. Apparently, not doing a good job keeping her under control. And
That's what the killer will do to you.
And she was walking toward us a good 10, 15 feet until she saw us. And then that kind of snapped her back into reality. And she stood behind her friend and gave us the finger because she was embarrassed.
Well, why didn't she at least pull up her panties? Is
Yeah,
my
she didn't do
question.
that. She didn't do that.
Wow.
I don't know where the shorts and pants went though. I didn't see them anywhere on any of those people. So I don't know if she threw them off a block away or.
I think I have a theory.
Mhm.
I think she met some fucking suave talking dude at the bar. She was having a good time with holiday, whatever. You're having a good time. You do a couple of shots, making out. You're in the bathroom. This guy was with his boys. He was like, "Hey, listen, buddy, look what I'm gonna do."
Mm-hmm.
Took him in the bathroom.
Stink finger.
Took him off. Did the whole fucking whatever. And maybe put a joke on her and took her panties and shorts away from her.
Yeah, no, but she had her panties and they were around her ankles, so
She was-
could have covered up.
She was doing the penguin walk.
She could have
Actually,
covered her punani.
As we were opening the door, I saw her pull her panties down.
Oh, I thought they were all
missing. She pulled them. Was she gonna pee or something? Maybe
she just wanted to be free.
Was she cute?
She was all right. My theory is she just was in that like I want to be naked stripping mode, and her friends didn't notice that she actually like dropped the shorts or pants or whatever like a couple blocks away. And I guess they were going to let her walk around without panties on too. Great friends, right?
You know, it's a total New York moment, and one that
only in New York. Right?
Why don't I have those kind of fucking moments? Come on, can we swear on this or?
Can we what?
Can we swear on this?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's the internet.
Douchebag.
It's the internet. It's
wait, who was the person? Oh, it was my friend Henry. My friend Henry was on a train, on like the L train or something, and he saw a midget jacking off on the train. No, seriously. He was looking, the midget saw that other people were looking. It was late night. He went in his pants. He was jacking himself off. So when you said only in New York, that's immediately what I thought of.
Wow.
Yeah, true story, like a month ago.
I have another one to follow up with that in regard, with the whole naked people thing. So, Marissa, my girlfriend, was living in Harlem until about a month ago or whatever, and she used to get up really early to go to work.
Scary town?
She was living in Harlem. No, Harlem, this part of Harlem was actually all right. But
it's Scary Town.
No,
I've been a block within her apartment. That is Scary Town. Yes.
You never went to her apartment.
I dated a girl who lived around the corner.
That was Spanish Harlem. This is like above the
around the corner.
Whatever.
Really, around the corner. I went over there once, and I said, never again will I go to your apartment. And that was that.
You know what? I actually lived there for 3 months, and I never actually felt physically threatened or inconvenient. But I look whiter than Casper, so what the fuck?
If someone came up on you, you'd be like, yo, I am...
I'd be like,
blah, 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 I'm speaking Spanish.
Okay, so anyways, so she's actually going to work. She's hopping on the fucking 2 train to go up to Harlem, and she swears by this. She's walking on one side of the street. On the other side of the street where there's a school, she sees a fully nude, big black woman. Nude. At around 6 in the morning, running up the street. Dude, she texted me and was traumatized. I have a couple of theories about this. Somebody did kick their ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Or she was a crackhead. I don't know.
It could have been both. Why not, right?
Could have been both, you're right.
But again, a New York moment, I guess.
Yeah.
Tons of those. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic.
There's a really good breakfast place around the corner, a couple blocks from me, and I usually go on Saturday mornings. So I went there last Saturday, and it was like 11 in the morning. That's like the crack of dawn for me, by the way. So I'm walking down there, and this old guy's holding this huge bottle, swigging out of it, and he's yelling at this lady. I don't know if they were together or not, but he's screaming like, "Just give me a kiss! Why don't you just give me a kiss?" Every time I leave my apartment, I swear I should just peek my head out the front door, see something funny, and then go back in. I don't need to go out anymore. I don't know why I do it. Because it never gets better than that,
That's pretty.
No, it never gets better than pantyless.
Yeah.
Whore.
Oh yeah. So can you finish? We totally fucking diverted off that story.
True.
That was the whole story.
Did something happen?
How did the mist with her ass showing as she left you?
Yeah. What was the ending of your interaction with this woman?
We kind of lost touch with reality because there's this show. I don't know, Rad Girls or Cool Girl. I don't know what it is. It's 3 sluts and it's kind of like Jackass with women, but they're not that funny. But one of them was standing there bottomless. And she waxed herself, and then they would put the sticky stuff on a car, and she'd attach herself, and the car would drive away. So she was bikini waxing herself by the car.
Wow,
yeah,
that's hardcore, man.
That's pretty good.
So we were watching that right before we left, and then we open the front door, and there's a bottomless girl, and it was hard to we're like, is this really happening, or are we just yeah.
Which is true, and which is...
Yeah. So the girl hid behind her friend. She gave us the finger. We had a good laugh. I think Alex said, I wish she was 10 pounds lighter, a little too loud, and then we... and then we turned the corner.
That's a great story, actually.
That's a very good story. I like how we
that.
started the show.
I'm digging it. See, we start off with a bang, people.
Nudity, people.
Only when Lauren and Leon are on the show, by the way.
True.
Brian's fired.
Brian, you're fired. Beat it. Stay in Connecticut.
Right now he's saying, thank God I didn't want to do this.
He's like, fuck Leon and fuck Lauren. I know Leon and I hate him. And fuck Lauren even though I don't know her.
But I'll probably hate her if I knew
But I'll
her.
probably hate her.
Unnecessarily.
Whatever.
Next.
No, listen, man, it's your show, no disrespect. Anyways, what do we have going on next? What should we,
Well, I had a question for you guys.
What's up?
I had a party Saturday. That was the day after the Bottomless Girl. Lauren missed it, but, you know.
Boo.
I know. Weak sauce.
You told me you were going to miss it.
I did.
You know.
I missed her.
Leon showed up. You know, he said he was coming. What is the normal etiquette for getting a party invite?
Definitely not the day before, which is your style.
Wait a minute, no. I sent the invites out on a Wednesday, and the party was Saturday.
I didn't get an invite.
I didn't get an invite, Jay.
Listen, what do you do the whole Evite thing like everybody else does?
No, I shoot out personal emails so everyone has my own personal
No.
text.
Okay, you don't. Okay, no. Okay, you don't. It's definitely not personalized. First of all, let's be real about this. You send out some generic message on MySpace,
but it's not
okay.
copied to 20 people.
It is.
Actually,
you copy and paste to everybody on your fucking friends list.
But I have to do it one at a time, so it's your own personal message.
I'm sorry to be bothering you.
All right, well, I don't do Evite.
Okay,
so
wait.
anyway.
I found out about the party through my friend Sharita, who met Jay through me.
Really?
I did. She's like, oh, are you going to Jay's party? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Jay's party? I don't know anything about this. Why did he invite Sharita and not me?
You didn't invite Lauren?
No, I found out
By
later.
the way, nice little long history between Lauren and Jay. Maybe we should talk about the way you two met.
No, we'll save that for later. Thank you.
But really? You didn't invite Lauren?
No, I was going to...
He invited me later.
And your lame
I
copy and
invited
paste
her
invites?
Yes.
Later on MySpace. Sharita got it before I did. That's all I'm saying.
Well, because Sharita invited me to her thing, and I said, I can't make it, but you should come this week.
Remember that time I invited you to my birthday party and you didn't make it? Why is that different? I'm asking.
Because I let you know. No, that's not the whole point. You guys have derailed the entire show. We just lost 75 fans.
Fuck no. They're liking this show.
Okay, party, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, okay. It's Jay's show. What's up?
You send out an invite. I mean, is it like the thing to do to not respond? Or like... Because I sent out about 30 invites. I got about 7 people. No, I got about 15 people that said they were coming.
You sent me a face here, 7. Oh, wait, 15.
No. Listen, I got 15 people who said they were coming, but 7 of those people didn't show up, even though they said they were coming.
Okay.
And then I got about another 15 that just didn't respond altogether. So, like, I'm just wondering, like, is that like a normal response, or like?
I think when you send out invitations on MySpace, you kind of have to think the worst. If you send out something like an Evite, it's obvious that you want someone to reply, and if they don't, then they're an asshole. But if you send out like a MySpace thing, like I'm having a party, what do you think? If people don't respond, then it's normal.
It should be expected, Jay.
Just because what website it's on?
Just because of the medium that you're using, it's so informal, and you could tell the informality of the whole thing. You can tell that you're copying and pasting, and they're like, oh, well, okay, you know, If I think that if it was an email saying, hey, listen, Joe Schmo, I'm going to have a party. It'd be cool if you can come by, you know, have a couple of drinks, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But if it's like, I could totally tell that you copied and pasted. I mean, I received one of those fucking things, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to reply out of just to be nice.
Let me just add that through your MySpace thing, I thought it was going to be like, you know, the usual like 5 to 6 people. Little did I know it was going to be like 20, 25 people. It's like a big thing. And when you have a big thing like that, when it's prepared and people are cooking, I think Evite or an email. All right, don't do MySpace. Don't do Facebook.
But I keep in touch with most of my friends through MySpace. I don't have their real emails. So the only way to get in touch with them...
How do you not have your friend's email address?
Because I use MySpace.
Okay, again, we're diverting here.
Well, I think that's the etiquette.
Derail again.
That's my my opinion.
Yes, and you know what? I actually concur with Lauren. I think that if you want to go ahead and get a good response to an invitation, MySpace may not be the best way to do it. I think, and also a generic text to 30 people is not the way to do it. I think that if you want a good show up at your party, and people let Jay know on the website if you feel the same way. If you want a good turnout at your party, personalize the invitation, let them know what's going on, and if it's not generic, it's more inviting.
Wow.
I agree.
So I'm going to email every single person on MySpace and say, send me your home email. because you were a prick and didn't respond.
No.
And I need to add you to Evite for my next invite.
No, but you can but you can do it on MySpace, but as long as it's not an obvious copy and paste job.
Well, personally, I don't check MySpace that much anymore.
Nobody does. Use Facebook. We join OAJ and have a Facebook page already.
Listen, you could tell when somebody read the email on MySpace, and every single person read it.
I know, creeper.
You can also do that with Evite, which asks you to respond. Maybe yes.
Like I said, I don't have everyone's email.
Well, you should get it.
So I'm going to email everyone on MySpace and ask them for their real emails, so they can not be a creep and not respond.
You know, somebody was the asshole who didn't shut his cell phone off during the show.
Hello, you're on the show. Hello, you're on the show.
Oh man, I got Jay.
This is the third time the professor has called.
Hey, the professor!
While we were recording.
Oh man, all right.
What's going on?
I'm at the Sports Authority actually packing for the camping trip.
Okay.
So.
The Brink of Sanity camping trip.
I was wondering if you needed some last minute things.
I don't think we do.
I think that he's lying. I think that booze, more booze, is in order. Yes. I think there can never be enough quantity for that for a natural camping trip. Do the listeners know that you're going to Maine this weekend?
Yeah, it's on the forums, brinkofsanityshow.com/forum. Yeah, we're doing a little Brink of Sanity camping trip. We didn't really invite like the fans. It's just a bunch of the guest hosts going. Alex, the professor, the doc, and me. But you know, we're there's a thread on it on the forums, and we're gonna put pictures up there and
nice.
Maybe some voicemails and you know, shit like that. Yeah, I bought a bunch of snacks. So did Alex. Alex bought a bunch of food. So if you want to bring some more snacks or maybe some more beers,
beers.
Yeah, beers.
I think dental dams are in order.
Duh, beers.
Don't ask why.
Duh, dental dams.
You never know when you need a dental dam.
I think that's all we need, though.
All right.
So we're going to continue with this program, and we will...
All right, I'm on again.
I know. You're on like every episode. This is ridiculous.
Which, by the way, the professor drank a whole bottle of, was it rum?
It was...
Or was it vodka? What was it?
Mojito, rum, or vodka.
Yeah, I'm a little drunk.
No, not right now. On Saturday night when you were over here.
Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm a little drunk.
Yeah, but was it mojito vodka or mojito rum?
I was Smirnoff
Mojito vodka.
Just don't let the professor teach your kids. Nah, it was good seeing you, Henry. This is Leon, by the way.
Nice.
All right, we'll talk to you later, man.
All right,
bye. He is the professor because we don't say his name, which you just said. So,
no, I didn't.
Yes, you
yes,
did.
You did.
Yes, you just did. Whatever. It's only a first name. You didn't say his last name, so it's all good.
And it's actually a nickname, dude. So why are you blowing up spots like that?
That's true. That's true. Good point. That's his. Whatever.
Okay, listen. How's this? Is it kosher? Even though nobody here is Jewish, for me to go play barkeep while you two keep talking? And
I can handle that. Thank you.
Sure.
Scully orange and...
Oh, we're not even finished.
That's right. You can refresh.
Refresh.
I'm not chugging. No, you don't know how strong this is. I'm not
Chug it, you pussy.
I'm not fucking chugging it. I got to keep the show from derailing because you people...
Okay, there's like a sip and a half in there and he won't chug it. FYI.
Wait till we have webcam. I'll show them how much is in there.
No. There was a good quantity. And Jay's definitely not a pussy when it comes to drinking. I'll give him that much.
So just fucking...
I guess.
Just fucking fill it up.
Mine.
Please.
Pink cup.
Por favor.
Be right back.
Pink
all
cup.
Right.
Thanks.
So Leon is... All right. I got a little quick story here while Leon gets us more drinks.
Let's talk about Leon when he's not here.
Okay. Leon is... no, actually, we're going to talk about Leon while he is here.
Oh. Then he'll take up the whole show with his rebuttal.
No. He has no rebuttal for getting arrested
That's true.
and assaulted by like 3 cops.
Good story. Stay tuned.
That'll be coming up in about 5 minutes. Yeah, there's no rebuttal for that. It's, I did what I did. A friend of a friend was walking behind this homeless lady, and apparently somebody walked past the homeless lady and said something, and it pissed the homeless lady off. And the homeless lady turned around, grabbed the girl, and smacked her in the face like 5 times.
It was a girl?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a homeless woman who grabbed a girl and smacked the shit out of her, like hard. And then after like 5 smacks, she like got up and ran away. Like,
what, the girl did or the homeless lady?
The homeless lady. She beat the shit out of her and then just ran away.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's another one of those like only in New York, or maybe San Francisco. 'Cause San Francisco.
Oh, what would you have done? Like the girl didn't beat the shit out of this homeless bitch.
I think my fighting instinct sort of kicked in around like the second slap. Maybe like the first slap I've been like, really? Maybe I deserve that for saying something mean about a homeless lady.
No, but it was somebody else who said something mean to her, and
it wasn't even the girl.
No, it pissed off the homeless lady, but the girl was near her.
Wow.
So the homeless lady turned around and grabbed her by the hair and smacked her.
Oh, no. That I would have definitely punched in the face.
Beatdown, right?
Beatdown.
Total
definitely.
beatdown, yeah.
I'm not a fighter. Normally, I'm a lover. But in my head, I have fight scenes all the time with people that piss me off. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the kind of situation where you make dreams
So that's
reality.
normal, right? I do that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, all the time. All the time.
That's how you keep saying, right? You just imagine like pummeling someone.
You piss me off. I'm imagining punching your face.
Right.
You bleeding. I'm laughing.
You just see somebody with like a stupid face. Oh,
a call again,
I know.
Jay.
I know.
Jesus.
You just see somebody with a stupid face, and you're just like,
bitch
please
face?
bump into me.
I love
please
the bitch
bump
face.
into me. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've definitely gotten to a pushing match in the subway where a girl's bumped me, and I'm like, bitch, and she's like, bitch, and we push each other, and then we walk our separate ways.
Really?
That's normal. Yeah.
Really?
I do that.
Wow.
Occasionally that happens. I've never actually punched anyone in the face, but if the opportunity arose, I would take it. I would definitely take it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. If a homeless lady beat me in my face, I would have to fight back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you definitely gotta,
Who was this girl? White? She must have been white.
She was Asian.
Asian, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't happen to a black person.
Right. She would totally beat the shit out of that woman, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm black, by the way. You can't see me, but I'm not. I'm definitely not a fighter, but I don't think any black girl would just take that. It doesn't happen. Okay. Jay's texting. And
well, no, I can multitask.
Okay.
I can do a podcast.
I appreciate that.
We didn't miss a beat. We didn't miss a beat.
Thanks, Leon.
Thank you, bartender Leon.
Oh, he's going back for his own.
All right. So that's what I thought. And like the beatdown was totally necessary. And
that woman, the Asian girl who got beat down, I think she should take revenge. Find that homeless woman and beat her. It's appropriate.
Sometimes people are like, oh, but it's a homeless person, so
Yeah, it's sad. You don't have money. You don't have a place to live. But if you smack me, I'm going to smack you back.
Exactly. You don't get special privileges just because you don't have a home.
No, not at all.
So. All right. I'm glad we cleared that up. So why don't we get into Leon's story?
Good timing.
Yeah.
You think? Nah, I'm not really sure if the listeners would be entertained by this.
Very entertained. I was.
Yeah, I know they would be. It's a good story. So,
well, it's okay. We can dive into it.
The setting. It's New Year's, right?
Let's have the setting. It's a Braintree, Massachusetts. It's New Year's Eve. Actually, it's Christmas Day. 3 a.m.
Christmas Day. I thought it was a New Year's.
No. It was definitely Christmas. I'm Latino. I'm Hispanic, and so we celebrate Christmas on the 24th, leading up to the 25th.
Right,
so you start on the 24th. You hit midnight. You exchange gifts. The party ends at around like 3-4 in the morning.
I do the close family on the 24th, like the parents and the sister, and then I have the other, crappier relatives on the 25th. So you get all the good gifts on the 24th, and then it's like whatever else you get on the 25th. If something really good shows up, that's cool. A diamond in the rough, but
Otherwise, you're not sweating it. Yeah.
My all right, she's never gonna listen to this. My aunt grew up in the 70s.
She hates you, by the way, before you even told the story.
That's fine.
Only because you're going to tell it.
Grew up in the 70s, has no clue about any music from the 70s. I don't know where she...
You mean she doesn't know Yes?
She doesn't know Led Zeppelin.
I was kidding.
How do you grow up in the 70s and not know Led Zeppelin?
Yeah,
she's never heard of Led Zeppelin, or she doesn't know the songs of Led
She couldn't
Zeppelin?
even name one song by Led Zeppelin. She may have been like, oh, I've heard of Led Zeppelin. All right. Example. Christmas. I ask for Zofo. You know?
What the hell is that?
Led Zeppelin 4. Zofo.
Oh, I thought it was some kind of fucking like new technological device.
Yeah.
No. Led Zeppelin 4.
It's Zozo, by the way.
Whatever.
Okay,
You know.
get it right, or come on.
Well, you asked for Led Zeppelin, Zofo, Zozo. Whatever,
Zozo, come on.
I still think it's Zofo, but
we're gonna have to Google this later.
yeah, we'll
Google
research
this
that later.
Anyways,
And you know,
gonna
Stairway
go
to
coming
Heaven,
on, folks.
most famous album ever.
Sure.
You know, I get Led Zeppelin Coda, a bunch of B-sides that came out after they broke up. And I'm like, well, when the fuck did you grow up? Like, not a clue. She's never heard of, like, Pink Floyd, never heard of Electric Light Orchestra, like, you know.
Really, but is a CD full of Zeppelin B-sides a bad gift? I think I would enjoy it.
It is when you don't own their most classic album ever. And also, there was only one really good song on that B-sides album.
But you also do realize that sometimes when you listen to like a band's greatest hits, some of the records on a record being a song on an album, they're fun, but they're the songs that you grow to resent. You know, for example, like if I listen to a Led Zeppelin greatest hits record, I skip immediately over Stairway to Heaven, only because I've heard it about 1,000,001 times. I don't care for it. I rather listen to fucking like I guess Diarrhea is one of those songs as well. I'd rather listen to like Fool in the Rain or like Gallows Pole or like something like that.
No, I agree. It's an album I didn't own at the time, and you know, when you don't own the classic album, you don't want the B-sides album. You know, you want to get the standard stuff first before you get the crappy albums. Yeah, exactly. Right. By the way, Physical Graffiti is my favorite Led Zeppelin album, and most of those songs weren't hits. The one song. Okay. The one song that was a hit, Kashmir, is the one I skip over. You know,
I hate Kashmir.
Yeah, me too. It's the same shit for 20 minutes.
Puffy covered it. Come on.
I know.
Come on.
In my time of dying, though, I could listen to that for like 4 hours straight.
Sure.
I love that song. Anyway, it's Christmas at the Leon residence.
Yes, it's I'm back at my mother's house in Massachusetts, and we're having a jolly old time. You know, like I said, we usually throw a big ass party for family and friends on the 24th. And so we throw a big party. It's fun. We're having a good time. We're dancing. Time flies by. Next thing we know, it's 3 a.m. By the way, I got to give a synopsis of this whole thing because otherwise it's a pretty lengthy story. So anyway, so one thing leads to another.
There was heavy drinking involved.
We're Latinos. We drink a lot.
Right, and you get angry when you drink.
And let's just say that, I personally drink a lot. I can't speak. My mother doesn't drink at all. Some people who were there actually don't drink at all. I myself do enjoy a cold beverage every now and again.
And by cold beverage, you mean 10 cold beverages
every night. No. But so anyway, it's about 3 a.m. or so. I'll just get to the juice. About 3 a.m. or so. Everybody's kind of gone. It's kind of like the residents of the house, which is like my mother, my brother who's sleeping. Keep that in mind. Or remember that. My sister, like my aunt, her husband, her 2 kids, and a couple of just kind of like close friends. And so about 3 a.m, the music is going, the fucking salsa is blowing. We're having a fucking good time. It's joyful. It's Christmas Eve / Christmas Day. And so we decided to have a family picture taken. This is me and my extremely drunk sister, who's pretty close to my age, a year younger. And so we're like, you know what? Let's we took a picture, me and her, and we're like, okay, granted, I see her like not very often. So
family picture, yeah. Like you two or like everyone?
No, I guess we're just like me and her.
Okay.
And then my sister and my brother still live in Massachusetts. I've been living in New York now for 4 years. So I don't get up there very often. Every couple of months. So we wanted to wake up the third sibling to come take a picture with us. Now he was in a bad mood all day. He really wasn't feeling that well, so he kind of passed out around midnight and kind of went into his quarters and kind of like just kind of wanted to do his own thing. So so we were like, what, let's get my brother involved. So we go and we start banging on his door. He's like, what? We're like, hey, listen, buddy, come on and take a couple of pictures with us. He didn't want to. One thing leads to another. I'm going to fucking skip a couple of minutes here. Whatever. He comes out. He's pissed off, angry that we woke him up. He didn't want to be woken up. He was fucking in his own state. My sister is drunken.
Is
a drunken fool.
Is your brother like drunk?
No. He's pin sober and he's sleeping.
Just angry. Just
angry
cranky.
that we woke him up.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Angry that we woke him up, cranky. The fact that he's like, dude, I asked you to leave me alone. My brother's 20 years old and he drinks and smokes like anybody's business, but like nobody's business. But whatever. He wasn't in the mood. So my sister and him kind of get into a verbal, confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to the point. My brother is I guess what you would call a punk.
Mm-hmm.
Wears the chokers, the black hair, the tattoos, the fucking leather jackets, whatever.
He's got crazy tattoos, right?
Yeah. He's got his whole. I mean, the first thing he did in no lie, folks, he turned 18. The first thing he did was go to a tattoo parlor and get tatted because it was legal. Because he could finally do it. So whatever. He's fucking whatever. He's my little bro. And so like him and my sister get into an altercation, a physical one, a verbal one, which leads to my sister being drunk and neurotic, grabbing him by his fucking dog style chain that he has around his neck, which proceeds to him, trying to pull her off of him, pulling her hair. There's hair pulling happening, there's screaming happening. My mother's in hysterics. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?" I'm having a good time. Whatever. Ay, Dios mío. Yo, by the way, I saw this. I was reading Blender, and they were doing this whole thing on. I'll go back in a second about how the emo wars in Mexico. And the
emo wars?
Yeah, people hate emos in Mexico. They terrorize them.
People hate emos everywhere.
But they terrorize them. But
Okay.
but here's the headline.
Wow.
It was in Mexico, and the headline of the story was, "Ay, Dios, emo."
Nice.
That guy deserves
Awesome.
a fucking raise. I told Marissa, this guy needs that is the best tagline.
Yeah, ever.
Ay,
Ever.
Dios, emo. Brilliant. Anyways.
I fully support emo wars, by the way.
Hey, whatever. Let the fucking douchebags do whatever they want to
Actually,
do.
last week we were talking about that. I said if you're going to cut
you were?
yourself, finish the job.
Ouch.
I gave instructions on how you're supposed to cut vertically, not horizontally.
Exactly.
and,
That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, that was all last week.
Moving on to
Yeah.
the rest of Leon's story.
All right, so listen, so I'm kind of hanging out outside, cooling my sister off at this point. They've been separated. I'm outside having a cigarette. And we're outside hanging out. And my brother, called the cops.
On your sister?
On my sister.
Okay,
because
she was getting too violent.
Yes. Well, he's been kind of used to hanging out with this kind of people. Like I told you, he's kind of like a punk, like whatever. And he's used to, you just call the cops. They'll come over, settle everything down. Everybody comes down. Everybody goes to bed. You move on with your fucking day the next day.
Right.
So the cops come to my house, and I'm sitting there. I'm calm as somebody who's calm. What's a good metaphor for calm? Somebody, please help me.
Calm as the
Pope.
ocean.
Anyways.
During a sunset on a nice sunny day
In Jamaica. So it's calm and it's fine or whatever. And so I'm sitting there, puffing on a butt, and the cops come. And so I see them pull up. Obviously they're there because my brother and sister had an altercation.
For those of you who don't know, Massachusetts cops are a different breed of cops.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
They're very bullish. But so they get there, and actually they get there and they start confronting my sister and I in regards to what's going on. And so
your sister's outside too.
I'm with her. I'm calming her down, having a cigarette.
Right.
And so they confront us and they say, "Listen, I want to go inside." Now, listen, I was drunk, but I was also in control. And if there's one thing you should know is that if the cops get called to a premise, to a house, to a property, they have complete rights to be able to go into the house.
I did not know that.
If that phone call gets made from a certain residence,
Right.
and I didn't know that, so I was like, "You are not going into my house. You're not going into my house."
Was it made from a cell phone though?
No, it was made from the house resident. Actually, it was, but it was called. I think my brother made it from his cell phone, but it was made to a particular address.
Okay.
Okay, so the cops were like, "Listen," they're like, "Listen, buddy, calm the fuck down. We got called to the address.
Mm-hmm.
We're going in." And I was like, "No, you don't need to go in." And so I'm outside with a guy, just kind of going
Leon
face to face.
may get confrontational when he drinks from time to time.
Time to time, meaning 65% of the time.
He may have, the Latino temper when he drinks sometimes.
Okay, well, and you know what? That's fine. I mean, you two, Jay and Lauren are two of my good friends. I hold you guys in very high regard. I don't fear confrontation. I actually welcome it, and I actually sometimes instigate confrontation.
Sometimes?
Whatever. If somebody's in the wrong and they need to know, I have no problem saying, fuck you, you're a douchebag, get the fuck out of the way, or stop doing this, or get the fuck up out of the train and give somebody a fucking chair, which Lauren and I were talking about earlier. Whatever. I'm not afraid of confrontation. I may be a skinny dude. I'd rather get my ass kicked than not say anything at all. But so anyways, so to cut to the fucking meat and potatoes of the story. So I'm sitting up there, cops are in the front, and my mother's front steps in the front stoop, and I'm sitting there arguing with them, and they were like, I'm smoking a cigarette, and they were like, listen, guy, get rid of your cigarette. And I was like, listen, I'm not getting rid of my cigarette. This is private property. I'm not getting rid of it. So I keep smoking it. Cut to the next scene. The guy actually ends up slapping the cigarette out of my hand, which instigates a physical altercation.
Right. Well, I mean, that's a dick move.
Unexpected as well.
I don't recommend doing anything when a cop does anything, especially Boston cops, because they're, looking for an altercation.
But what did Leon do to the cops is what I'm wondering.
Okay, that's fine. We can. I'll tell you guys, but I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not touching the cop. You're nowhere near the cop.
Right.
Okay, you're not the one instigating a physical altercation.
Right.
I mean, I think human nature states that, human instinct states that you are attacked physically, you react. So I want to know what the two of you would have done in that situation.
I would have stood there and let him swat the cigarette out of my mouth just because he's a cop.
You remember, you're drunk and you're heated.
Yes, but when I'm drunk, I'm also doubly scared of the cops.
And you are a pretty calm guy, I guess.
Well, I get pretty angry, which we'll get to that in the next segment, the scamming the scammers. But I just, I know cops can, especially when there's more than one, they can all, what do you call it when they all
gang up on you? Jinx.
That wasn't the word I was looking for, but yeah, I mean, they all get their story straight, and like, even if they're wrong, when three cops agree on something, you're
going to lose the fight.
Even if you're right, you're wrong. So,
you're going to lose the war and the fucking the battle and the war.
Basically, when the cops show up, you stand there like a statue and say yes, sir, until they go away.
Thank you for giving away my what I learned about this incident. Thank you for giving away the moral of the fable.
Of the story.
Yes.
I mean, I don't like that. I don't condone that.
I hear you.
Personally, I don't even. I have a bad taste in my mouth from cops. I've had many bad experiences myself, but I've also learned that a lot of them are pricks, and you just have to back off because they have the power, and
they'll always win.
They have they know they have the authority, and it gets to their head a lot of the times, and they know that, but that's what you got to do.
It's very true, and the cops in this particular town, I ended up having a court for all this. Well, what happened was, the guy struck the cigarette from my hand, and I ended up just kind of instinctively just kind of hitting him, tapping him, whatever you will.
I love tap.
I love tap on the chest, which proceeded to him throwing me off the stoop into a snowbank. Me trying to fight back and being resistant, and then three cops coming over to fucking pretty much kick my ass. But me fucking, I stood my own.
Mm-hmm.
I got arrested. We need to go to the next story, I know. Elitist Havoc.
The guy who did the logo for the show.
Oh, which I actually dig.
Yeah,
I like it. That's a pretty cool logo.
Actually, we're talking about it. He was asking me about it. We're getting T-shirts made.
Oh,
yeah.
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 I want one.
So do I. Okay, listen. Can we just finish up so we can move on?
Yeah. So the cop smacked it out of your mouth. You
That's
smack him on the chest.
Blah 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 blah. I got arrested. I got to the back street.
This is like the good part.
This is the juice.
This is the
Don't
juice.
blah
of the
blah
story.
over the juice.
Yeah.
Wow, well, did I really fucking just drag it on for so much long?
No. You
guys should have fucking called me. I don't know.
No. It was a long story, but it was interesting. But then on the really good part, you kind of just said whatever.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. The cops. We want blow by blow at this point.
Okay.
The cops smacks the cigarette out of your hand or mouth.
Out of my hand.
Out of your hand. Okay.
Out of my hand.
You smack him in the chest.
I am so thrown back by the whole thing that I kind of tap him on the chest.
Okay.
Kind of saying, "Yo, you just invaded my personal space. What the fuck just happened?"
Right.
You know what I mean? So at this point, he perceives, there's snow on the ground. It's December in Massachusetts. Grabs me, throws me into a snowbank. I fall in face first. 3 other cops, 4 in total, proceed to try to restrain me. At which point, I'm resisting. I'm kicking, I'm punching, I'm fucking yelling, I'm fucking pissed. Whatever. They finally fucking get me in handcuffs and get me fucking restrained and calm down. Because my mother also comes out. My mother's like, calm the fuck down. Ay, cálmate, blah, blah, blah.
Dios mío.
Ay, Dios mío, cálmate. There's some weird fucking Latino shit. So anyways, so I get picked up and I get carried over to the car, to the patrol car. And at which point, I don't recall, and this is why public records are great if anybody can read them, because you have access. But I was when I found out what my charges were against me, I not only did I resist arrest initially, I also kicked and spit on a cop.
Okay.
Which
you were spitting too. You were vile.
Dude. Yeah, and I spit and I kicked him. And actually, I lied. The spit didn't hit him.
Okay.
But I spit.
And I guess that's enough, right?
And he, it was enough to be able to charge with some weird ass form of assault. So that happened, and I'm sitting in the back seat, and I'm fucking kicking the fucking backseat door of the patrol car.
This is totally helping your cause, by the way.
I could see that. I could see that.
My sister, my mother is in hysterics. She gets put into the back of a car. My sister gets arrested with me because she's like, "You can't treat my brother like that." Blah 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 blah. Playing a good sister. Inshallah, I love you. My mother gets released. Marcella and I end up in the jail cell.
Your sister was in the jail cell?
Yes, she got arrested for disorderly conduct.
Wow.
Because she was trying to say, "Hey, what you shoot her mom?" So I was so pretty much the moral of the story is the gist of the story is that I was charged with assault and battery on a police officer and disorderly conduct, which I think that anybody knows that assault and battery, A and B as they call it, on a police officer is not good news. I was facing 4 years in jail, and I got a good lawyer, and good news be told, I'm only on probation until September.
Thank God, but I would have paid anything to see you in handcuffs in the back of a car. Sorry to say.
Actually, we videotaped it. Yeah. But apparently, you can't videotape and have audio at the same time because that's illegal.
Oh.
You can videotape, you just can't have audio.
I want to see the
tape.
Really?
And so the police officers were like hounding my family for the tape. They were like, "Well, you can't have audio on those tapes. That's illegal." And
really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can't hear what anybody's saying. You can only see it verbally.
So can you tell them, like, sit next to me while I put this on my computer and delete the audio?
No.
You can't do that?
No. But I guess the moral of the story is that, unfortunately, as much as you may think that you're right or if you're wrong or whatever, cops are always going to have the upper hand only because they have that badge on their chest. And fuck them. Do what you got to do. But the
moral of
the moral of the story is that cost me $4,000. That's what that cost me.
Well, you actually missed the moral of the story.
No, I don't.
No, the moral.
Well, I mean, I said that it was don't fuck with cops because they're always gonna win.
Yeah, don't spit and swing and kick at cops.
But it also cost me $4,000 in legal fees. So I guess the moral of the story is: A, if you're gonna be fucking if your bravado's gonna come out and you're a douchebag and you're drunk, and sometimes I take the douchebag comment back because sometimes you are so drunk that you don't realize what you're doing. And like in my case, where you just do it, and in retrospect, you're like, "Fuck, man, I fucked up. You can't win against the cop. I fucked up. Did it against the cop. It cost me $4,000, which I lost my apartment for 4 months. I couldn't afford to pay the rent.
Subletted.
I subletted.
Yeah, he didn't get down.
No. I moved in with my girlfriend in Harlem, which
Scary town.
this is what we were talking about earlier. But are we gonna take a break? But anyways, that's it.
All right. We were talking about this before the show, and I think it was a good thing to talk about during the show. I love you. I'm not, saying that right now. That's
really? I was blushing, Jay.
I do love you guys, but no, that's the topic. Like, friends saying that to friends, between friends. Like, do people feel awkward doing that? Like, everyone has an "I love you" friend where they say that to everyone.
Sure.
And you got to take that with a grain of salt because they say that to everyone. People they met 2 weeks ago, they're already like, "Oh, I love you, man."
It's kind of generic at that point.
Yeah. We went to college with a girl who loved everyone, and they were just like, "I love you." I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you, and you're just like, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, like lost its meaning after a while.
Right. So what point is it like? Do you love somebody or do you just not say that? Like for me, I am very wary to use that word. I just don't feel comfortable. First of all, I don't like saying that to friends. I just, I may really, really like a friend. I don't like saying I love you.
Right.
And then with girls, I never say it before a year because I feel
yet.
I feel you don't know somebody well enough. I know people who say that within weeks.
Right.
They're dating somebody and they love them instantly, and this is the one. But it never works out that way. If you say I love you to somebody within 3 weeks, you always end up breaking up.
I don't think it has to be the one for you to say I love you. That's just me.
True. I've been in love 3 times. I don't know how many times, Jay.
A couple. I would say maybe 3.
I have to say once, actually.
Once.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And I could see saying I love you if they're not the one, but there's also saying it too quick and, abusing it. The last girl I said I love you to, we broke up. That's fine. At that time,
happens.
I loved her. We dated for 2.5 years. That's, but when you're saying it after 3 weeks, you can't know somebody that quick. So that's, everyone was jumping in off the show.
No. Listen. I'm willing to jump in unless you want to jump in long beforehand.
Sure. I was just saying off the record, but now we're going to be on the record.
No, you're totally on the record now.
On the record, yes. I have always been kind of wary of saying I love you, especially to friends, because there's that awkward stage of what kind of love is this? What do you mean?
And who initiates? You got to be the initiator or the reciprocator.
Yeah, I think that's more
organic.
for relationship. I think that's more for relationships. But with friends,
yeah.
I have thought about it lately, and I don't know if it's kind of morbid to think, but it's what if so and so passed away? They don't know what they meant to me. They don't know that they were a really good friend to me. Occasionally, I'll be like, I love you. I'm not an I love you person where I'll say I love you every time we talk, or every month, or 2 months, or 3 months, but just occasionally, if it comes to mind, I'll say, you know what, you're a good friend to me. I know you'll be there for me in a pinch. If I had to call you, you'd help me out. I love you for that, and you're a good person. Okay. Just occasionally, I think it's warranted so that you're yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's weird to do it all the time. No, it is weird to do it all the time, but occasionally, every couple months, it's you know what, man, you're a good friend. We have good times together. I love you. You're awesome.
But you know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here in what you're saying. And I'm 29 years old, and I have obviously my family I say I love you to when I hang out the phone. Obviously, I have a girlfriend for the last year and a half that I say I love you too.
How long did that take?
It took me about 8-9 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But there are two guys, like two friends of mine. You know, I have a lot of friends. You know, not to fucking sit here and be a fucking Joe Schmo popular. You know, but you know, like you, I'm 29. Like I said, you have those friends that you went to high school with. Fuck high school, middle school with that you met and that you know would take a bullet for you and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their names being Randy and Carl, who live up in Massachusetts. Dude, every single conversation that I have with them, which is like, you know, it's once every 2 weeks. You know, I don't talk to them very often. It always
That's
ends.
still more often than people I live with, like people from Manhattan. I don't talk to every 2 weeks.
I know that's pretty often.
One of my best bros, Max, I talk to like once a month, and like
really?
It doesn't get much closer than me and Max. But like we talk like once a month.
Well,
yeah, that's pretty often.
Yeah.
But so like, you know,
you're a drunk dialer too.
Like,
You're a drunk
yeah, you know, but like, you know, like we always end up conversations with, "I love you, man," and we hang up. And like, you know, it's the kind of thing where it's instinct. It's instinctual. Like, we don't think about the fact that we're saying I love you to each other. It's kind of like, all right, dude, fucking, I'll talk to you fucking next time. I'll talk to you when I'm in Boston or, you know, whatever. I love you. Peace. And they're like, I love you too, bro. Peace out.
Right.
And it's, you know, when you hang up, you don't think about the fact that you said I love you to this person, another straight male. It's just that kind of bond that we have. Well, that I have with those two individuals, because I know, how you were saying earlier, like, those two dudes would take a bullet for me, and I would take it for them. One of them has lived with me because he had nowhere to live. Like these two dudes are like my blood brothers, but I haven't actually go to that extent.
Right.
Like, do you feel like that with your best friends?
Yeah, you know, I think I do. I don't have as many close friends.
Who are your best friends?
You really put me on the spot.
Sorry. I mean,
bust it out, man.
I would guess, if I had to say, it would probably be the guy playing Warcraft next door.
Mm-hmm.
The
doctor.
The doc. My buddy Max, and my buddy Matt. You know, we.
Sorry, Brian.
We all. You know. My fucking co-host is fucking hard to keep in touch with, man. I call and I email, and you know, when I get a response is when I get a response. You know, it's we could be closer. We used to be closer, but you know,
you guys just lived together for a while in Boston.
We were that tight. We were tight for years.
For sure.
But the last few years, we only talk during the show, and you know, it is what it is. You know, I still think he's awesome, but you know.
So Lauren, do you tell your girlfriend, like your, you know, Lexington girlfriend, she's from Mass as well, your Lexington girlfriend's like, do you finish conversation with I love you?
No.
Or am I just the odd man out here?
No, I think you are, because I don't say I love you to those guys.
I mean, like I said before, I every once in a while, I think it's important to let your friends know that they're important to you. I mean, but I usually do it in like birthday cards and be like, you know, FYI, I love you, you know, in a birthday card or an email. I don't usually say it out loud in a phone conversation or face to face, because that seems kind of strange. But definitely in cards, like birthday cards, like happy birthday, you know, I love you, I miss you, whatever, if they're not here. But it just, I save it. I save it occasionally for friends I know, like I said, who will be there. For instance, Leon. Leon is awesome. I've only known him, 3 years?
3 years, sweetie.
3 years. But I was out of a job for a couple of months, and I didn't want to tell him because I didn't know what he would say. I was kind of awkward about it. That's when we got into a fight, remember? I didn't want to tell you. I'd already been out of a job for like a month or a month and a half, and I didn't tell him.
You lied to me. Yeah.
I didn't lie to you. But
why didn't you want to tell him you were out of a job?
I don't know, because Leon's kind of weird. Leon, you know how he is. He's kind of that one guy who's very like, he could be a little judgmental. He could be very kind of out there. He can in your face. He's your in your face friend. That's Leon.
Right.
Sometimes it's good.
What? He was going to yell at you because you didn't have a job?
Why didn't you tell me? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, like...
I'm insulted.
You're a black person.
I know where you're going with this story.
Wait, let me finish the story. Because it's a good story. But I was out of a job, and when I finally told Leon, it was like this big breakdown.
Okay, but listen, before she finishes, like, you know, like, we were hanging out the entire night, and there was something odd about her. Something wasn't right about Lex.
I didn't want to spend money. I think that was how it started.
Yeah, she was just being kind of, like, very reserved.
I'll have a water.
And I picked up on it. No, yeah, and, like, I picked up on it. Okay, so here's your stuff.
So basically what happened is I budgeted myself because I'd been out of work for, like, at least a month and a half.
I wish I was out of work for a month. That's awesome.
Dude, no. It's awesome for like a week, and then you're like, this sucks. I need a job.
I would never get sick of not working. Ever.
You need money. You need money to live.
All right. I need money, but if I didn't need money, I would never work again.
So basically, I was out with Leon and some of his peeps, and I have a really bad memory, so I don't know how it blew up. But I finally told him, I think we were in a cab.
We were in a
He's
cab.
like, why didn't you tell me? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know how you would react. And he stopped the cab to go to an ATM. And I didn't know why he was going to an ATM. I thought he was getting more drink money. But he goes to an ATM. He takes out the maximum amount, which is like $200, and he tries to give it to me. He's like, I know you're out of work. I know, you're probably struggling with money. Take this. You're my friend. Blah, blah, blah. Take it. Blah, blah, blah. And, that was like a breaking moment. Like, I don't think I was crying before that, but I was definitely crying when he tried to give me his money, because that's like a point where where your friend will help you. It's like, yeah, we're drinking buddies, yada, yada, but when he'll go to an ATM and take out $200 of his own money to help you out because you're in a tight spot, I mean, that's a true friend. I broke down.
Story.
I would do anything for my friends. If I sincerely think that somebody is a good person who I think will do back to me, like, dude, sweetie, that night, like, that night, man, like, I was there for you, and like, the funny thing was, is that, like, I was actually hurt by the fact that you were so afraid to tell me that you were laid off and that you had no money. Like, I'm there for you, babe. Like, I love you, man. Like, I've known you for
that's
only
where it
3
comes
years.
from. I love you, man. That's where it comes from. From that kind of, like, he's there for me, and I know he's there for me, and that was the turning point. And when you're in a bad spot and your friend's like, I'm there for you and I love you, that is when I love you. That's where it comes from. And I appreciate Leon for that.
Dude, you know what? I wouldn't have done it any other way. But I also have another story that kind of relates to this whole thing, which it kind of relates to somebody stepping up to bat for you. And I was actually I had nowhere to live, absolutely nowhere to live. Like, I had a week. I was kicked out of my apartment a week before I had somewhere to actually rest my head in. And I had nowhere to go. I was living out of my car, my futon, my fucking bed, my stereo, my TV. It was all in my car. I had nowhere to go. And the doc and your host Jay actually came up to bat for me. And for a whole week, he gave me a place to fucking rest my head. And I wanted nothing more. I just needed somewhere nice, warm, and quiet to rest my head. And Jay was there for me, man.
Come on, you're making me sound like a nice guy now.
Hey, you know what? Like Lauren just said, that I was there for her in a time of need. You did that for me as well. It's very reciprocal. Like, and like I needed something to hold on to. I was gonna move back to Boston. I had nothing. Well, I had my job, but I had nothing, man. And like, thank you.
I'm glad you.
This show took a turn in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it did.
Fucking hey, bullshit. Fun topic.
All right. Well, you know what? That was a wishy-washy
Love you,
portion
baby.
of the show. Let's get down to the mean shit.
This is funny.
I have been scamming scammers. You have all gotten those emails where they try and get money from you.
Uh-huh.
You've won a random lottery, $1 million.
Or somebody's fucking baby's dying because they need help with something.
Right,
Whatever.
or like I had a business partner that died, and you have the same last name as him.
Yes, the last name thing. What the fuck?
That's the one I got. That's the one I got. So I told him that, yes, I do have the same last name, but after 3 emails, I changed my last name. I changed my last name to Bobby Drake,
AKA
Iceman.
Ow!
So this guy did not miss a beat. He didn't think I changed the name. He just went along with Iceman. Yeah, Bobby Drake. He's like, all right, you're Bobby Drake. That's fine. Yeah. So he sent me a bona fide beneficiary form. So I went to Wikipedia and I looked up Bobby Drake. I got his middle name. I got the X-Men's Mansion's real email address, which is 1407 Grey Malkin Lane. You can Wikipedia this, folks. Iceman is Irish and Jewish.
Oh my god!
So I filled out this form with all of Bobby Drake's
He even has a
information.
passport ID number on this motherfucker.
The passport ID number, I just looked up how many numbers are in a passport ID.
Oh,
and I
okay.
put funny numbers as 69 and 420.
I
see that. By the way, like we have the whole application thing in front of us. So
Everything is on brinkofsanityshow.com/forum.
for sure. Yeah.
If you go there, go to the whatever section, and there's a thread called Wasting Scammers Time. And I have been posting all the forums, all the email transactions back and forth, everything. So you could read along with us if you want right now.
It's awesome.
brinkofsanityshow.com/forum.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You are from PW. Is that address real? Here.
Oh, no.
Is
Port
that-
Washington? No, I'm from Port Jefferson.
Oh,
Port Washington is where Mrs. Drake is from.
Oh.
Yes. Iceman's
I know
mom.
you were from Port President somewhere.
Iceman's mom is Madeline Drake, and she's from Port
You
Washington.
did a lot of research for this.
Yeah.
I got a little downtime at work.
I like this.
The good part
Hello.
is the
listeners know.
the telephone number is the voicemail of the podcast.
Nice.
This guy has left us voicemails. So we'll go through this, and when he left us voicemails, we will play the voicemails.
That's great.
Wait, I thought he did.
He left voicemail. I said, I'm going to go through the whole scenario, and when he left voicemails, I'll play them.
Oh,
Can I just say
sweet.
something? If the actual form was bona fide, would they really put bona fide on it? I don't think so.
Every form is so fake. You guys got to go to
Okay,
this.
it says
It
sworn
is
affidavit
funny.
/ bona fide beneficiary form.
And
It
pay
wouldn't say that
attention-
if it was real.
Pay attention to this logo on the upper
So the
left
lame computer
because
graphics.
it shows up many times in many forms.
Wow, so cheap.
So for occupation, I put accountant/hero
Hero.
Yes, he
because
did.
he's Iceman.
Yes,
you know?
he did.
All right, so we go on. He wrote, "Thanks for your urgent respond. I have received your affidavit form and has been submitted at the court. I will surely keep in touch with the proceedings. Remain blessed."
By the way, we've all seen the fucking 60 Minutes prime time specials on this shit. They do this shit out of a fucking internet cafe in Nigeria.
and people must
Which
fall
makes it
for it.
brilliant.
Do they do it at
They
an
do.
internet cafe?
Yes, it's all internet cafes in Nigeria and in Eastern Africa.
This one's Malaysia.
It's been no. It's not Malaysia. They tell you it's Malaysia, but it's not.
Is that
it's,
why
it's
every
all,
voicemail he says
it's-
this is Malaysia?
It's all exactly. It's all been documented.
If he
It's all
says
been
it, it
done.
must be true.
It's a fucking farce, and it's hysterical that you're actually fucking challenging this.
Oh, this is my new hobby.
I love it.
Real quick, there was a second one where I won a lottery for $500,000. Blah blah blah. I said, oh great, what do I do? They sent me a form. I filled it out with Bobby Drake's info. I didn't hear a
That's a
response.
crap.
A week later, I got a very similar email from the same exact company. Different.
We're same word by word.
Pretty much, but different amounts and different a different ID number.
It's so
I wrote to them, "Oh, this is the best lottery ever! I can't believe I won twice. To make it easier on you guys, you guys can combine the checks and just give me one big check, and let me know if I win a third time. Thank you very much, Bobby Drake."
Bobby Drake,
I
aka Iceman.
didn't hear back from
Again.
them, but Mr. Muhammad did get back to me. He sent me a
Muhammad
transaction.
Ali Chambers, really?
Muhammad Ali is the guy. Chambers, I don't know what that fuck that
Muhammad
is.
Ali is writing you.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
He should have caught that. Muhammad Ali Chambers.
No, it's Muhammad Ali Barrister.
Because Muhammad Ali was
boxer.
In my book, a legend.
He did some stuff. He did some
He
stuff.
did a thing or two.
And now he's
in the
scamming
ring.
Jay.
Yeah.
So he did a transaction contract agreement with, of course, Bobby Drake's Irish Dervish ancestor, Grey Malkin Lane address. Funny contract. Very
fake notary stamp.
The lady who works next to me.
So fake. I'm a notary now, so I know.
Are you really?
I totally am.
Ooh,
I totally am. That's so fake.
Okay, so what is the?
There should be like a logo in there or something, right?
No, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's like a seal there. You should be able to read something in the seal.
I can't believe somebody who's trying to scam you is doing it with the name of Muhammad Ali Bar.
Well,
really?
The best part is the fake stamps, because he just has a stamp that says Notary Public.
No real notaries have that. I took the fucking test. That's not
What does
legit.
it look like? What does it look like?
Okay, that red seal bullshit, you should have an actual seal in that. It should say like Notary Public of New York.
Right.
Or fucking Malaysia or wherever the hell he's from. That's BS.
Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. There's no... It says Johar Baru Notaire Public. That's not for real at all. They should say the venue of where he's notarizing this document. It's not legit. They tried. I think they tried hard, but they did not succeed.
Yeah, I worked next to a notary, and it's like 5 or 6 lines. It just doesn't say Notary Public, which is he got one of those make your own stamp things, which is very, very amusing. And also his little stamp for himself. It's supposed to be one of the things where you make like a raised indent on the paper.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called, but if you photocopy that or reproduce that, it's not valid anymore. It has to be on the original. I guess he's assuming I don't know that.
I mean, necessarily, in a lot of states, you don't need the raised seal, but the rest of it, even if it was without that, it's fake. I mean, the red seal itself, it's just like a circle of red.
I know, it's really funny.
It's ridiculous.
A red circle. It's great. So in section 2, he wrote transfer his 4% and then parentheses is 40%. So I wrote back to him. I said, it says 4, it's supposed to be 40. Please rewrite the contract. My goal here is to make him waste as much time and money as possible so he can't get on other people's cases. So he did. He actually rewrote the contract, changed it to 40%, and sent it back to me. Once again, this is all on the forums, brinkupsanityshow.com/forums. So he wrote that, and then he wrote me... Oh, wait, no, then he sent me the first voicemail. So I will play the first voicemail right here.
Nice, let's hear it.
Yeah, this is the first voicemail. The second one is the greatest one ever, but we'll get to that in a minute. Here's the first one.
Hello, this is Barrister Muhammad Ali calling from Malaysia. We have make it. The documents have been released.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
What are you doing, Jason? Come on.
That's the second one. Here's the first one.
Hello, this is Barrister Muhammad Ali calling from Malaysia. Please, I received your email that I should call you and drop a voice message. Please kindly sign the agreement and return a copy back to me immediately. And also give me a call for further discussion towards the releasing of the approving documents for the claim this week. Summary, sign your agreement and return it. Secondly, call me for more discussion on this transaction.
And he does not sound Malaysian. He sounds fucking African from fucking Kenya. Doing some fucking bullshit.
From Malaysia.
Dude, I mean, listen, we've all seen fucking 2020. We've all watched Prime Time. This is obviously a big scam, and the fact that you're exploiting it is brilliant. So tell us more about this.
He keeps telling me to call him. He never gave me his number. Anyway,
of course he didn't.
He sent me an email right after that.
Because he sucks.
Please, I'm waiting for your signed contract agreement. I called you according to your instruction with my voice massage.
It's all paste and copy bullshit.
Please kindly get back to me. I think he is spelling words wrong on purpose just to make him sound more foreign. But the fact that he's actually like calling me and spending this money,
I think
you know.
I think that we should. I think that okay. So I caught wind of it today. You're fucking with this guy. You're stringing him along. You're wasting his time like he wastes fucking gullible people's time and actually takes the money. Let's let the listeners chime in on other ways that we could fuck with this guy.
Well, we'll get to that. This guy sent me his address and email.
Let's fuck with him. Fuck him.
So
it's all a scam.
I will post his email. His address is already up on the forums. All this is on the forums. I'm giving you the synopsis because I've been fucking with this guy for like 2 weeks, so I'm just giving you like the shorter version. He emailed me and he said, other banks will be trying to catch us in this lie. So in all my correspondences, I will have a code. All the code is MA within 2 brackets.
Cute.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
For sure.
So when he sent me that, please, I'm waiting for your signed contract, he didn't put his secret code in there.
Right.
So I wrote him back and I said, I didn't get you didn't have your secret code. I'm just making sure this isn't from my arch nemesis, Magnus, blah, blah, blah. I forget what I wrote. It's on the forums. But that's Magneto.
Is this Magneto?
Yeah, I put Magnus Lehrer or whatever his real name is. And
can I get his address and I'll go by Wolverine's real name?
Yeah. Logan.
What?
Yeah.
Logan what?
Well, just Logan. There's
Logan.
All right. So anyway, after that, he sent dear. Blah. First of all, he puts dear and then my real name, and then when I hit respond, I change wherever he wrote my real name to Bobby Drake, and he doesn't notice.
It's all fake.
Right. So he says.
I guess obvious.
So he writes blah 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 blah, 7 documents. These are all coming. What the charges are for each one, and the fact that he's going to pay for all of them, except for the 6th document. Because the total comes out to $34,000, and he only has $31,000. So he needs my help for the last $3,250.
Of course he
This
does.
is where the scam comes in. You pay for that. He never sends over the money. The scam is his deceased relative. His deceased partner died. He has the same last name as me. He wants me to act as the next of kin. He had $8.7 million. He will deposit that money in my account. And in exchange for doing that, I will keep 40% of it, and I send the rest to him.
Hey, you know what, listeners of this podcast, my email address is lbolivar79@gmail.com, and my grandmother did just die, and she did leave me 10 million in American dollars. However, I can't claim it until 2009, January 1st. I'm not gonna go on a trip and buy a house. If you want to go ahead and contribute to this cause,
and she had the same
I will
last
give
name.
it back to you the 1st of January.
Right, and she had the same last name as you, whoever you are.
Who falls
whoever
for
you
this
are.
shit, dude?
People in the South,
It's so
and
crazy.
very very old people who've never used a computer
It's
before.
so nutty how
South.
people fall for this.
Wow.
So it says, blah blah blah. Please go through the above subject matter. See if you understand it. Blah blah blah.
This is so great.
Please, I need your urgent respond.
Respond with a D?
Yeah, respond.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does respond come with a different letter at the end, Lauren?
Okay, no, like response
No.
as it should have been is what I'm saying. Calm yourself.
Oh, okay.
So he sent me this big long thing. It's very wordy. You can read it. It's very funny. And then I wrote, I understand all the paperwork, but I have 2 questions for you. 1, is it possible for you to pay the last certificate? I'm taking a risk here and money is a little tight. And 2, can you send me copies of each of the forms? I just want to make sure everything looks in order, and this isn't a plot by my nemesis, Eric Magnus Lenscher, which is, in fact, Magneto. So he writes back, thanks for your respond, but the documents will release by tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. I put in $31,000. He's breaks out what each one's for. Apparently, he forged a DNA blood test for $18,000 and tax clearance $9,000. He ran out of money. There is no means now. So get ready to assist me. Blah, 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 blah. This is where he gets the secret code wrong again. He can't even remember his own secret code. Instead of MA, he wrote AM. I let him slide. I wrote, though, fair enough. I believe I can get some financial aid from one of my buddies, Warren Worthington III, which is Angel from X-Men 3. Or Tony Stark, which is Iron Man. I might even be able to receive some aid from Reed Richards.
Who's that?
Mr. Fantastic. Although we're not as close. You know, they're going to the movie together.
That's awesome.
I will look out for the paperwork tomorrow, and in the meantime, I will get the finances together. Stay cool, because I'm Iron Man. You know, I wrote in the forums, in case you didn't know, it's Angel Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic.
Okay, so what are we getting from these people? That whenever you get one of these fucking emails, fuck with them. If you have the extra time, fuck with them. Because
if you know have the extra time.
We've all seen the 60 Minutes primetime specials. They're fucking people, and unfortunately, people actually do fall for this shit.
They must, if I'm getting this, they must actually fall for this.
They may still do. And the fact that the Jay and the Brink of Sanity are taking advantage of this and mocking it, I fucking love it. Kudos to you, my friend.
I'm fighting this.
Kudos to you.
Keep it up.
I dig it, brother. I dig it.
So I am going to do the very edited version of this next email. You know, attention, Bobby Drake. Attached is blah, 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 blah. He sent me 5 forms.
That's a pretty long fucking email.
Yeah. He wants me to send a Western Union money transfer to the name. I'm going to say this in case people want to send him like poop or something else. Maxwell C. Quentua.
Spell it.
Kwentua. Number 2, Jalan. Jalan. Malinja. Malinja. Taman Malinja. Taman. Same thing, Malinja. Bukit. Buru, Malaysia.
Some bullshit name.
So you can. It's also on the forums. If you don't want to listen back to that, you can send him poop. You can send him peep. You can send him pubes. You can send him barf.
Or a big ass paper with a fucking a picture with somebody's tongue hanging out.
Or maybe if any of my if my fellow X-Men, Hank McCoy, which is Beast, or Scott Summers, which is Cyclops, want to join in on this effort, they can help too. So he sent me 5 forms. You remember that symbol in the upper left on the first form I said you should remember?
Yeah, like the court thing.
Does this look a little enlarged and bloated up on the next form?
No, that looks perfect, Jay. Wow.
So the next form is from the High Court of Malaysia. That Mr. Muhammad declares that Mr. Alfred Drake is the original owner of the $8,700,000. And, it's got all my info on there. And I am the true beneficiary and the next of kin. And then this is my favorite one ever. All right, so the next form is the certificate of death, and
who died?
Alfred Drake, my next of kin.
Yeah.
Even though I changed my last name halfway through, apparently it was Alfred Drake who died. Who died in 2001, and he's been trying to find the next of kin for 7 years apparently. So that's how long this scam has been going on.
Awesome.
For 7 years. Occupation: businessman. And if you go down, this is the best part. The stamp says certified dead.
Dead. Not deceased. Dead.
Certified dead.
Wait. They really put his occupation as businessman?
Yes. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wait. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Is this the longest podcast you've ever had?
Not yet, but, in about 15 minutes it will be.
Because we're good that way.
Yeah, we're not even good. I got at least 15 minutes of fucking with this guy. So here we go. Certified dead. Next form. Foreign Payment Office. $8.7 million, even though it said 100,000 in the form before. We're not going to get to that. Bobby Louise Drake, Ray Malkin Lane, same funny shit. Next form. Office of the Attorney General. Oh, look, it's the same logo that's been in 3 different forms.
Wah, wah, wah.
It's a fucking a scale weight thing that is in, I guess, some financial form. I don't even know why he keeps using that.
Generic financial scale that you see everywhere.
Yeah, so apparently
What do you mean to see a financial scale?
this is saying that Mr. Alfred Drake is my closest relative, my passport ID with 69420 in it, signed, blah, blah, blah. International remittance form.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, we've done this. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Should we get all of your listeners to if they receive an email like this, to fuck with them as well?
I really hope they do, because this is funny shit.
And you should. Because, I've seen these emails and I received them in my fucking junk inbox.
Did you have any idea you could have so much fun with this?
But no, not at all, man. And whenever I get the next one, I'm gonna totally fuck with them because it takes like 5 minutes out of your fucking day to reply back and seem interested.
Yeah.
And the brilliance of the entire thing
30 seconds
is the fact that you can get them going and actually get them thinking that they hooked somebody.
And not only
when
that,
all you're doing is fucking with them.
And not only that, they might be wasting time on you instead of fucking somebody else over.
Exactly, man. True story, man. Good point.
So I got a funny voicemail after those 5 forms. Here is voicemail number 2.
Sweet.
Hello. This is Barrister Mohammed Ali calling from Malaysia. We have make it. The documents have been released. And I've sent it to you already. Please go through the documents and get back to me immediately. Kindly try your best today to send the 3,250 for the remittance certificate stamp duty fix in order to proceed to the finance house immediately tomorrow. Please check your email. If possible, give me a call. Please check your email. If possible, give me a call.
Hey, Jay, will you do me a favor?
Thank you.
We have make it.
Hey, Jay, will you do me a favor? Will you check your email? Please check your email.
I am so...
And hopefully, give him a call.
I checked. It's $2 a minute to call Malaysia. So thank you for wasting fucking money.
Oh, so he is in Malaysia. He's an African dude scamming you or trying to scam you in Malaysia.
Yeah, he sent me an email. So if he's not in Malaysia, whatever number it was would cost me $2 a minute. And I decided that he's not worth a penny to fuck with. I was gonna call him live on the show, and
would that be fun?
It would be fun, but it would be expensive and
Okay, I have an idea. Not tonight. Next broadcast that me and Lex are in. Why don't we buy one of those African call cards? Oh, I guess he's in Asia.
Asia, yeah.
Let's buy one of those Asia call cards for $10 for 200 minutes. Let's do it. Let's call him.
Yeah.
By the way, Lex is me.
Yeah. When I say Lex, I mean the other guest host.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about either. I'm like, all right, maybe we'll have some.
No, Lauren. Well, Lauren's from Lexington, Massachusetts, so I call her Lex. We're diverting, but we should do it.
Yeah,
it'll cost us $10 for 250 minutes for a fucking gag. I'll pay for the fucking card.
It's actually only 5 minutes, but
okay, whatever. I'll pay for the fucking card.
Let's do it.
Yeah, next show we'll do that.
That'd be fun.
So after that voicemail, I sent them an email. I got your message and received your forms. Thank you. I'm still waiting to hear from my friend Warren Angel, whom is helping me with the fund. Don't worry, I have not told him about our arrangement. I am hoping to hear back from him tonight and hope that he's not been captured by Sebastian Shaw and the Hellfire Club.
Uh-oh.
In the meantime, if you have the way to get your funds yourself, I would give you an extra 10% for your troubles. If not, I will find Warren, even if I have to go to the club myself.
Uh-oh.
Stay cool.
Bobby.
Sorry, I wish I have means. I could have not been waiting for you before making complete payment. I'm not a selfish Ben. All I want is...
What does that mean?
All I want is our good. So kindly try your level best to raise the money, as you said, to avoid wasting time before proceed to the final house. AM, even though his secret code is MA, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So, then, should we go on, or do you want to... Okay, we can end here. This goes on for 2 more transactions, but I have this is wrapping up. It's going to wrap up tomorrow because I brought it to the stage where
it needs continuation. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting sick of this guy, and I decided to end it soon. He sent me a 3rd voicemail. I'll play the 3rd voicemail. That's pretty funny. So the 3rd voicemail.
Hello, this is Barrister Mohammed Ali, speaking from Malaysia. I am still waiting to hear from you in regard to your last email. Please kindly get back to me, for this is urgent and important. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Thank you, and remember.
Okay.
Ali.
Okay. So are these messages that, like, if you actually pick up the fucking phone?
No, because
what would happen then?
In the contract, I sent I put my phone number as the show's voicemail just so I can record.
So it's
phone
just
calls.
Voicemail.
It goes right to voicemail, but it says, "Hello, welcome to the Brink of Sanity show." He doesn't fucking understand that. And he just leaves messages anyway.
It's all pre-recorded shit.
So I'll send you. I'll just read the last back and forth. I wrote out a finale email, which is the greatest thing ever. But I'm waiting for his next email to send it. Right. So that'll be next episode. Ridiculous.
25th.
Ridiculous. But here's the last one. Hello? How are you? Is everything okay with you? I'm so much concerned of not hearing from you for 2 days. It's only been like 12 hours. The guy's like, fucking 2 days. Each time I called, no response from you. Also be aware, blah, 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 blah. This is an agreement. And dear Mr. Bobby, remember our agreement is solid and I paid all this money and blah, 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 blah. So this is what I sent back to him. Calm down. There was a little altercation with Mr. Sinister. But Remy, which is Gambit.
Right.
Logan, which is
Wolverine.
And I got Warren back, and the funds are now in place. I will send you the last form I had to fill out tonight, and tomorrow morning the Western Union check will go out. Stay cool. Bobby.
I want to fuck with these guys too now.
And it's addicting. It really is. Everyone at work is like asking me about this. So I filled out the last form. It's, the same shit.
It's the International Reminiscent Control with Malaysia.
For professions, I put crime fighting, rescues, and other heroic things.
Yes, you did.
And it says, briefly describe your relationship with a former depositor. So I put, some old dude I used to poke with a stick. And all the information, all the other information is the same as I've been doing. So if he sends me anything else, he's probably going to ask about that Western Union. Like I said, we're going on that camping trip tomorrow. If he sends anything else, I wrote up the most ridiculous final email. I destroyed this guy. I explained how his scam is stupid, and then I ended with a paragraph of insults. And I
kind of want to hear these insults. Next week. Next week
it'll be on. It is. I got to tell you, it'll be worth the wait. It is very good.
I heard the doc say that. He saw it, and it was great.
I showed the doc, and he almost peed himself.
Jay, just by this, I am honored to have been part of your broadcast here, because I will definitely be tuning in next week and hopefully be a guest again. So there we go.
Good. Yeah, it was great having you guys. I think
Thanks, Jay.
I think we had a very good show.
People, Leon and Lauren, vote for us as your favorite because shit, we're cool that way.
Yeah, we want to be back.
Nah, we're fucking regular dudes and chicks who just are drunk and having a good time. So
yeah, I know nobody on the.
We're not negators. We're about having a good time.
A lot of people in the forums don't give feedback, but
we'll give feedback and let us know if you liked Lauren and I on the broadcast, right. And if you did, rad, let us know, and then maybe we'll come back on. If you guys think we sucked, well, let us know, and we'll come back anyway. So peace out.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Last 2 minutes, I'm just gonna plug some shit. BrinkofSanityShow.com. That's where you'll find everything. There's the forums. There'll be a Leon and a Lauren section under guest hosts. So look out for that. Let us know what you think of those. If you like them better or worse than the other guests, I want to hear that. I listen to all the feedback, and I want to hear more. There's also a vote section. We got a shitload of votes the first week of the month, which is awesome. That's the most important week of the month. But we also need votes the rest of the month to stay up there. The higher we up in the standings, the more downloads we get, and the more popular the show gets. So, continue to vote. It takes about 3 seconds, so really, I'm not asking for a lot here. On the front page, BrinkSanityShow.com, there's an ad. Click on the ad. We get money. More equipment for the show. I mean, you may have noticed.
By the way, he got a pretty nice computer system here.
I did get a pretty nice computer
new
system
one that is still in wraps.
But we would like a second microphone for that.
Yeah, we've been dealing with one mic, and it's a
we need
little
more
shitty.
mics.
Exactly.
So help them out. Click on the fucking link. It takes 2
I
seconds.
do. Lex does. Come on.
We do. You can do it.
And you can click on the link for every different IP address you have, and every time I change the ad. And I will be changing the ad next week. So then you could all click again. It's not that hard, really. If you want to subscribe through iTunes, go to the front page. There's a subscribe button. It'll open up our iTunes page. Then you don't have to worry about downloading each new episode. It'll go right into your iTunes and, all that shit. There's a donate. There's a contact page. You can send us emails, bullshit, and everything else. You can figure it out. Everything's on the front page. Whatever you want to do, brinkofsanityshow.com.
And by the way, the guest hosts tonight were Leon and Lexington, a.k.a. Lauren.
Hi.
So fucking give a shout. Let us know what you guys thought about our performance. We actually had a pretty good time. Lauren, can you back me up here?
Definitely. This was awesome.
We had a good time doing this. So if you guys want to hear some more of us and some more of our tales here in New York City, we'd love to hear it. Jay, thank you for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming. I think we actually had our longest show ever. And
Brian, thank you for not being around so that both of us can join.
I didn't even get to my last 5 items on
We'll do it next week,
list,
people. Next week.
We'll do it soon. And listen, dude, best of luck with this. And I hope to be more involved. And I'm sure I speak for Lex. Let's do it again.
Oh, Brink of Sanity Show shirts. They're
yeah.
They're coming out very soon.
Dude, they're awesome. I've seen them. Please buy one. They're great.
Yeah, it's gonna be the logo on the front page with a little URL at the bottom. It fits in with the thing. It doesn't look like a fucking ad.
Now go drink some beer.
And you can get the shirt any color you want, and they look good. They look good.
They do. I'm totally gonna get one ASAP.
Yeah, Leon and Lauren already bought one, and they're pretty reasonable. So you can email me for that. And thanks for listening.
Thanks, peeps.
We'll be back next Wednesday. I don't know what date that is, but it is a Wednesday. What is today? The 10th. So
yes.
The 16th. We'll be back.
Sweet.
With more crazy bullshit, and who knows who will be guesting by then? Who knows?
No one knows.
Nobody knows, not even me. Literally, I have no fucking
We'll see.
clue. We'll be back. Thanks again for listening, and we'll be back next week.
Bye.